Hello, this is Carillion, and welcome to my episode 4 of Let's Play Dragon Age 2 as Carillion Hawk, a wizard on hard difficulty.
Don't like Darktown? Die,
Wizard,
baby.
mage, one of their things. We have come to Darktown, where we are taking what we can, killing what we have to, looting all the loots, which sadly in this game is pathetic amounts. Here's a little blurb on Darktown if you wanted to read it. You can pause and see all about it. And then over here, we will take care of this.
Made this place a sanctum of healing and salvation. Why do you threaten it?
You the Grey Warden?
Strange occupation for a warden. Aren't you more about taint and death, not healing and salvation?
Did the warden send you to bring me back? I'm not going. Those bastards made me get rid of my cat. Poor Sir Pouncelot. He hated the deep roads.
Really?
You had a cat named Sir Pouncelot? In the deep roads?
He was a gift. A noble beast. Almost got ripped in half by a genlock once. He swatted the bugger on the nose. Drew blood, too. The blighted warden said he made me too soft. I had to give him to a friend in Amaranthine.
Can you leave the Wardens?
I've always heard that joining the Wardens is for life.
That's only partly true. The hopelessly tainted by the Darkspawn and plagued by nightmares about the Archdemon parts don't go away. But it turns out if you hide well, you don't have to wear the uniform or go to the parties.
So I'm pretty sure the whole tainted by the Darkspawn is something they're not supposed to tell people. I want your help.
I'm part of an expedition into the deep roads. Any information you have could save people's lives.
I will die a happy man if I never think about the blighted deep roads again. You can't imagine what I've come through to get here. I'm not interested... Although... a favor for a favor. Does that sound like a fair deal? You help me, I'll help you.
We'll go with yes.
Help my expedition reach the deep roads, and I'll do whatever you need.
You don't ask for my terms. What if I were asking for the Knight Commander's head on a spike?
Is that what you ask?
You decide. I have a warden map of the depths in this area, but there's a price. I came to Kirkwall to aid a friend, a mage, a prisoner in the wretched gallows. The Templars learned of my plans to free him. Help me bring him safely past them, and you shall have your maps.
How'd they find out?
What do the Templars know of your plans?
I don't know. I had been exchanging notes with Carl through a maidservant in the gallows. Then the letters stopped coming.
Help him escape?
You want to make your friend an apostate?
That's such a weighted term. Yes, Andraste said magic should serve man, not rule him. But I've yet to find a mage who wants to rule anything. It goes against no will of the Maker for mages to live as free as other men.
They do need their freedom.
Forcing mages into servitude is not the way to prevent the rise of another Imperium.
That's not usually the response I get. Perhaps we will work together better than I expected.
I help everyone.
I would help any mage in such circumstances, map or no.
Better make this good. We're risking a lot if we anger the Templars.
I welcome your aid. I have already sent word for Carl to meet me in the Chantry tonight. Join us there, and we'll ensure that no matter who is with him, we all walk away free.
Yeah, he's upset about that. Get over it, dude. Get over it. Then we're going home. Or what will one day be our home once more. Spoiler! Loot my house.
You are not enough!
Try to leave the pretty ones alive!
You!
I've got it!
Drop a firestorm just for funsies. Well, so far being the mage has gone smoothly. We'll see if that ends in our first big mission. Grab that cracked wooden shield. I'll take that fancy poison ring. And we'll go this way. Seems better. Okay, he's almost out.
I'll deal with this!
No, this isn't actually something to do. Oh. It does threat reduction. I was thinking in the previous one where it actually, like, did something. I'm pretty sure there are some traps down here. There you go, if you want to pause and read as you go. Oh, we have the Tobias documents.
Put that above your door and you better have the ties to back it up. Otherwise you just look old.
Take all. How much money do we have? Not much. Not much. I did grab everything, right? And I do have Tobias's documents, whatever that is. Okay. Why am I not myself? Cool. Can I go into here? Nope. I can go into here. That is good. Soon I'll have the electrical one too. And that will be most useful. Now we've read that. Or not. Totally up to you. Grab all of those. Grab the quick save.
Watch where you
You do that.
Again, I knew I should have slit his throat.
Okay, here. That was fast. Wow. Being a wizard has some fun. However, that. Okay, okay. Go somewhere else. There we go. I would love to wear that, except I can't. You have the vault key. Tell me you can open this. Thank goodness. This one does 4. Might as well use the better one. Hey bro, you can wear something. So we managed to see that trap, which is good. Let's find out about the circle. What does the circle have to say? You can find out if you want. I may have to buff my strength up.
That has to be the vault. If there's anything to learn about the family, that's where it is.
Take all of that.
So this is it. Grandfather's will. Let's just take it back to Mother and be done with it.
Not yet.
I'll head for the door soon enough. I want to look around first.
I think I got everything. So when you play Bethany, I think you find a picture of the mom, so maybe Tobias is like the grandfather? And it helps.
Lead the way.
Okay, maybe that's like his tie to the city, because he wants to be tied. And I've never really played him. I played her, or with her a lot.
I'm surprised you still travel with this, Aveline.
Carver, don't.
You're ever so busy with the guardsmen. It must be a burden to slum with the refugees.
It's oddly comforting that you insult me like I'm family.
That wasn't... No, I didn't mean that.
I know, but you should be glad that's how I took it.
She would smack you, Carver. She would smack you. The fact that you're a pretty competent fighter of your own.
Good day to you.
Gets no coverage. Apparently someday I might get stuff. Ooh, there's something here. Yeah, it's better than what I have. So I'll take one useless armor for a different useless armor. I think I have to go give the bones I found in the dark town here. And then we'll see how that works out. Well, torn trousers, just what I always wanted to loot and sell. There were places in the first game where I was like, I cannot have so much loot, I cannot carry it all. Yeah, that's not a problem in this game.
Varric,
Carver.
still think you're helping while bearing us in debt to your brother?
Still riding side saddle while bitching at your betters?
Drinks later?
Never miss 'em.
Yeah, they're kind of being friendly. Anything in here? We have this. Okay. Andresse, Bride of the Maker. There you go, you can pause and read that as you wish. Here's the Maker. There you go. Sermons of the Divine Renata 1. Or the first, I guess. I don't want to talk to you. Let's not talk to the Chantry people when I'm a mage running amok in the Chantry. Someone might figure out, hey, why would anyone other than a mage run around with a staff? That would be kind of silly. Okay, close that. Ooh, we have Locks of the Golden Fool updated. Another Deliver This Somewhere mission. The Founding of the Chantry. Which is probably pretty important to this whole game, but I don't care to read it.
How was I to know she was a lady of ill repute?
This would be a very expensive building. That's a lot of golden statues. And nothing to loot. Here's a book on Parvolan. For those of you fascinated by that.
Look what I found. Your reason for living.
Bless my fool spirit, I never thought I'd see that again. Thank you.
No problems. Have the random bones. Well, there's the gallows. Here's Tobrias.
Kirkwall made.
More mages. You talk. I'm going to ask the guards about their training.
I know your face. I am Tobrias. You and that man are both hawks. I remember your father. Malcolm was a good man.
You have a good memory.
My father must have left quite an impression. The letter I found was ancient.
I needn't tell his own child how special he was. As to the letter, it pained me to send news of the Templar's death.
The Templar?
He allowed your father to leave Kirkwall. Rule is not served by caging the best of us. A wise man.
That is surprising.
Not what I would expect from a Templar.
There was a time when the rules of the Order could be interpreted to suit a situation. Unlike these days. I will send the letters I held. It seems fitting that they return to family. Such a friendship. Few like your father remain. Even fewer like the Templar. Rest well at the Maker's side, Sir Morivar Carver.
Here's an armor shop. That does less damage, but it has other stuff. Nah, I'm gonna use this Acolyte staff pretty soon. It is good. It bothers me. I can't wear that. It's even cool looking armor. Almost cool enough that I consider, like, dumping everything into strength for 3 levels just to wear it. I'm gonna be the next level because the next one has to make it so I can actually use my sword. Carver needs a good weapon. I don't think Carver can use it yet, but... Ooh, Carver can use it. I have a much better weapon, Carver. No, I can't get this mission.
How many people didn't make it out of here? We were lucky.
Yeah, this is not as good as the one I found. Have that.
Intriguing.
Okay. Have we done this up here? There's that. This is the lady who's questioning Varric at the beginning as Seeker.
If you have any questions, talk to Knight Captain Carver.
Okay. That takes care of that. Gamlins.
So I'm just saying, blood's blood and all, but you are taking advantage of my hospitality. It's only fair if you make something of a monthly contribution.
You sold my children into servitude. Now you're asking me to pay rent?
Maybe just put something towards food.
You should be paying us, Uncle. We found the will.
Grandfather left everything to Mother and us. I guess he had some sense after all. See for yourself.
I should... maybe...
To my daughter Leandra, and all children born of her, the estate in Hightown and all associated revenues.
Keep reading.
Check out the part where Gamlen is left only a stipend, to be controlled by you.
Gamlen, how could you?
You're the one who ran away, Leandra. What happened to love is so much more important than money.
It is!
You didn't even come home for the funeral.
The twins were a week old.
We all have our burdens. Mine was looking after a life you abandoned. How long was I supposed to wait?
For what it's worth, I totally think Gamlin is right. First of all, we should be paying something towards at least food. That's kind of lazy. But he's being a little bit self-defensive here.
I doubt you let the ashes get cold.
I took care of Father. I stayed. And on his deathbed, all he could talk about was Leandra. Look, sister, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done it, but I did. And there's nothing I can do to get it back.
I don't expect that, Gamlen. It's enough to know Mother and Father didn't die angry. I'll petition the Viscount for rights to reclaim the estate. Make her willing, you'll have your house back within weeks.
You don't have the coin or standing to even get an audience with the Viscount. You've got to be someone in this city to live in that house again.
Then I had better get started.
Don't worry, we're getting the house back. Spoiler! Let's go talk to Carver.
Hello, Lord Carver.
We're still a long way from cowing Templars with our titles, brother.
You're not happy with our progress?
Is there something you would do differently, brother?
It's not up to me. We're on pace to recover an old name for an old woman. And when we're done, I don't know, I guess we'll sit around thinking about how great we used to be. Mother didn't even want that life back until we got dumped here. And you only care because we're under Templar scrutiny.
What would you do?
Very well, Carver. What's your plan?
I'd look forward. Make something new. Stop paying debts for old men. And if I had to go backward, I'm not looking for ancient names. I'd fix what's important. What went wrong?
We can't just go back.
We wouldn't need to if you'd done it right. Lothering was our home, not this place. We could have stood our ground. You could have stopped that ogre from killing Bethany.
I agree.
You're right.
What?
I'd change all of that if I could. But we don't have that option. And you know it. Well, good talk.
Brother. I feel... I don't know. It's like Mother taking everything out on us. She was just scared. I don't have a place in the life she is trying to bring back. I'm here if you need me. But I must find my own way.
Yeah, unfortunately, Carver does not, I think, stick with us for the whole storyline. Let's see what his way is.
Here, I got you something.
Why?
It's a peace, a peace offering.
We ended on a tense note last time. Take it as you will.
These are by Father. Are you sure they aren't meant for you? I bet another mage could get more out of them. For your service that cannot be admitted, I ask that you accept this trinket and know that I shall respect your name. Thank you, Conscience of the Order, Sir Morivar Carver. Carver?
The Templar who allowed Father to leave Kirkwall. Your namesake.
A Templar? Have we met a Templar who isn't a colossal prig?
He was a good one.
Father must have felt he was worth honoring.
A man who let him look ahead. And a name that would always mean skill thoughtfully applied.
Seems like he thought it held some promise.
Not a link back, but how to go forward. That's what I was to him. I don't know what to say. Except... thank you.
Well, I do want the best for you, dude. Out of curiosity, I'll have to look later. Okay. We're gonna confirm that. Oh, sorry, apparently I have letters. If you got, I got a lead, a merchant required goods, workers have gone missing from his bone pit. Yeah, I mentioned that the missing wires were Freldon. I'll accept. So we have the bone pit. We have the locks of the golden fool and the bone pit. Let's go get the bone pit. And then we'll go do the locks of the golden fool, which I think are just a drop off. Carver is almost midway. She likes me quite a bit, he likes me quite a bit. We of course want everyone to be liking us.
Here you're having problems with the bone pit. I can help.
Finally someone comes to help me. You look a bit unseasoned, but I hope you'll do. I had to suspend operations. My workers are lost in the mines or have run off. Served me right for hiring Ferelden refugees. I sent others before, but no word. Perhaps they are putting me off. I need someone competent to figure out what is going on.
It seems ominous.
Your first mistake was naming your mine the Bone Pit.
The locals named the mine. Those fools say it's cursed. That is why I hire Fereldens. They may be dull-witted, but they're not superstitious.
You know you're talking to a Ferelden, right?
Mind what you say about my countrymen.
I was not referring to you, of course. My workers are a particularly desperate sort. They're lucky to work for me. Few in Kirkwall will hire refugees.
What happened?
Surely the miners had good reason to leave.
I am at a loss. No miner has reported in, and no one takes me seriously.
Nobody will go?
The bone pit must be dangerous if people are afraid to venture there.
No, nothing like that. Pay no heed to local superstition. The bone pit is mostly harmless.
Hello, mostly. You hire Fereldans?
You said some of your workers are Ferelden.
Of course. Who else would be pathetic enough?
Yes, all of them. An unruly lot, to be sure.
And what are you paying?
What's the reward?
I will pay handsomely. The exact amount depends on what perils you face.
Sounds good.
I'll head there soon.
The sooner the better. Each day the mine is not running costs me more than those miners make in a year. The bone pit is just outside the city. Any map will show it.
Okay. Carver is happy with that. You probably like me standing up for Ferelden, I'm guessing? I wonder if Aveline would have liked that, but apparently not. We'll do this drop off and then I have to decide what I want to do.
Survive the trip back.
So, Carver, have you thought about what you'll do if your expedition doesn't pay off?
This is our only chance, and you know.
This is a rare gesture.
You're so damned proud you couldn't pick up a trade.
And who would take a Ferelden apprentice? Maybe in another year I could work my way up to Piss Boy.
Fine, let's crawl down some holes. Good bloody luck for your sake.
Carver is a very sad guy in this. I've literally never played with him this far into any game before. So, that's interesting. Here, we have Tranquility. Which we're going to do because it also opens up some other stuff.
These streets should be safe at night. Care to help out with that?
Sure. Sure, do you...
I saw Carl go inside a few minutes ago. No Templars so far. Are you ready?
I'm not... You know
Give
what?
me a moment. I'll be back.
The longer we wait, the riskier this gets.
We're gonna go in literally a moment. We're gonna cut the episode here as we're at 33 minutes, and I'm trying to keep these under 35. So like and subscribe. If you have any questions, comments, feel free to leave below. Next time we'll be back to deal with this. Adios.